Alright, guys, welcome back to We Listen to This, the podcast by two girls who love to listen to themselves talk about themselves. I'm Kirsten.
I'm Sophia.
And guys, guess what? Today is my birthday. Well, not the day this comes out, but the day we're filming, June 4th, is when we're filming this.
Don't tell them when your birthday is.
It's okay.
Okay.
Well, it's my birthday.
As long as you're cool with it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Internet safety's really overrated.
True. Anyways, so it's my birthday, so we're eating
Hold up
cake.
our cake. I don't think they can
Yeah,
see
I got
it.
this at Hy-Vee like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Sorry, this side's cuter.
The
The other side just has like a pile of frosting that fell off.
So we're gonna eat cake during this episode because, but we're also just gonna like kind of talk about, I don't know, just birthday experiences we've had. That's kind of our like theme, quote unquote. Yeah, so
You're
I haven't
18
done
now.
Yeah, I am 18.
Yeah, so talk about that.
That's crazy. I could get a tattoo, I can vote.
That's about it.
I can be tried as an adult.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. I really feel like I should have committed a crime when I wasn't 18, but it's too late now.
No, we were talking about that right before the start. We're like, dude, you can't do anything fun as an 18-year-old anymore.
No, I can't even, like...
Buy drugs legally, smoke legally. Because these are the fun things you can do in life.
Of course. And we're definitely the type of people who would do those things.
Yeah.
Looking at us.
You can get a tattoo, though. So, I think she should get a face tat.
Yeah, I'm gonna tattoo We Listen to This on my face, guys. Just come to the next episode and you'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be live on the podcast. We're getting a tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
She's just, like, screaming in pain, and I'm sitting here talking.
I'd like to hope
I'd
that
listen to
wouldn't.
that. How high's your pain
part?
tolerance?
I don't know. I've never really been in that much pain, so...
Mine's quite low, so I
have a
would be
feeling mine is
screaming in
low.
pain.
Anyways, yeah. I haven't really done anything yet, really, for my birthday. This was kind of it. And
Living the dream! Hanging out with me!
Yeah. I'm also, I'm going out to eat with my parents, or my family, later tonight, but I haven't got any gifts or anything yet, so I can't really talk about that, but...
Oh, I have one for you. Remind me. After this, I'll give it to you.
Okay. What I can talk about, though, what we can both talk about, is birthdays we've had before. I don't remember a lot of mine. I do remember one. I was turning 5 or 6, I'm pretty sure, maybe 7. But I really liked horses, so it was like a horse-themed birthday party, and I had Pin the Tail on the Pony, not the donkey, because donkeys aren't cool. It's a pony. And I was so excited for this birthday party. I, like, invited all my friends, and they all came, and it was going to be a great time. And we had, like, these little games, like Pin the Tail on the Pony, and you could win prizes. And, like, it's my birthday, of course I want to win a prize.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not good at a lot of things. I never really have been. So I could not pin this tail on the pony, and everybody else could, and I got so mad. And I started, like, being mean to people. And I started, like, making fun of all my friends. And I remember my mom told me that I had to go, like, take a break. And I was so mad because I was getting in trouble on my birthday in front of all my friends. And I went to the fridge and I got this big, giant glass of milk. And I went outside and I drank this glass of milk. And I didn't even like milk. I don't know why that, like, correlates, but I remember that.
Was that, like, your form of protest, or?
I think so. I was like, look how old I am. I'm drinking milk.
Interesting.
Nobody has to even force me.
How old were you?
I don't remember. I was pretty young, though. Like, lower elementary.
No, I feel like this is, like, a key part of girlhood. At some point during your childhood, you have to have at least one birthday party.
That's terrible.
That, like, you just threw a fit during.
And that one wasn't that bad, but, like...
Like, that you were just a total brat the whole time.
Yeah.
I had one where my sister really liked being, like, the cool older sister, because she was 5 years older than us, so, like, all our friends thought she was pretty cool. Except one of my friends that, like, hated her, which was an interesting dynamic. My sister also hated her. I'm like, Isabel, like, you're hating an 8-year-old right
That's
now.
so funny.
Like,
No,
please stop fighting with this 8-year-old. You're a teenager.
As an older sister, like, yeah. I didn't like my sister's friends either.
But most of my friends thought she was really cool, and I remember, like, she was driving with us to and from the party, 'cause the party was at Michael's, and we had, like, we did crafts and stuff there. Anyways, she was driving with us and, like, playing music and stuff, and all my friends were paying attention to her, and I was really upset. I did not like that. I wasn't the center of attention. That was rough.
On your birthday?
Right?
That's even
And
worse.
I remember we got home, and we might have been getting the cake out of the freezer in the basement or something, but my mom's like, you need to stay down here until you get it together, because, like, nothing's wrong, and you're being a brat.
But here's the thing, like, also then, like, all of your friends are, like, having fun at this party.
Yes!
It's your party and you're not there.
Yes! I'm downstairs crying!
It's 100% worse.
The rest of the party was fine, but I remember being so mad at my sister.
Yeah.
Because she was getting attention and I wasn't.
I also had a party at a craft store. Oh, shoot. I think it was first grade. Because my best friend at the time came. We were in first grade. Her name was Sophie. She was a really interesting girl, but we can get into that another time. Because
Is that the Sophie I know?
No.
Okay.
This was in Wisconsin.
There are a lot of Sophias our age.
There
it was
really
the
are.
number one name, I think. Number 1 or 2 when
Oh, wait, that's right. Your name is Sophia, too.
Wow.
Okay, well, this was Sophie, and everybody called her that, so I feel like that's, like, distinguishable.
It is. It's different. I'm not a Sophie. I've never have been. Except around my family.
Sophie and I... Okay. A little backstory. There was this girl named Miranda. I was kind of friends with her a little bit at the beginning of first grade.
Is this the Miranda I know?
You don't know.
Oh, it's Wisconsin still. Carry on.
So I started playing with her because I didn't really have a lot of friends, and
Oh, is this the Miranda I've heard you talk about?
Maybe the one that I like low-key bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High-key.
Okay, Miranda, we kind of started to be friends, and then I was playing with her, and then one boy, like, came over, and he's like, ew, you're playing with Miranda? Like, we're not supposed to like her. And I was like, I had no idea, and I started being so mean to her. But, my mom didn't know that, and so she invited her to my birthday party when I was in first grade, so I was turning, like, 8, I think. I invited a lot of our...
7.
Oh.
You'd be turning 7.
7, sorry. Well, my best friend and I, Sophie, we, at this point in time, it'd been enough time, like, we hated her. We were like, this is the worst, like, we just don't like her at all. She never did anything wrong, but...
Didn't you tell people she smelled like pee?
I think that was another girl.
How?
No, because I remember there was another girl who did.
How many people did you traumatize as a child, Kirsten?
Well, anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what would be so funny? Because you can't stop her from coming. What if we, like, all make up a song about her and sing it when she comes to the party? I was such a brat. I promise I'm way nicer now. I really hope. Or, like, just less, like...
Less of a terror?
Yeah. Luckily, I told her, I was like, we'll come up with a song and I'll just teach it to everybody who's coming to the party before it happens. Luckily, I never taught everybody else. And honestly, if I tried to, somebody would probably be like, Kirsten, what the heck?
Like, this is mean.
This is crazy. So...
But your other friend was, like, totally in?
Oh, yeah. She was like, yeah. It was, like, a song about her, like, and how she, like, wears diapers. She didn't, but, you know, it was first grade. Like, that's the best we could do, I guess.
Yeah, like, you're a baby.
So we were at this party, and it was at Joann Fabrics. I remember it was, like, a little craft store. We were making birdhouses, and I got together with my best friend, and I was like, Sophie, like, are you ready? And we started, like, singing really, really quiet, because nobody else knew our, like, little song. It was... a train wreck, and she wasn't even really offended. She was like, she told my mom, she was like, they're singing a mean song about me, and my mom was like, stop, obviously. So
your mom's, like, so nice, too. She's like, why?
I didn't go very far, but that was really bad judgment on my part. I was not a nice kid. Although I did talk to my mom about it earlier today, and she's like, well, she was annoying, but, like, you can't really help that. Like, this poor girl. I feel so bad.
I hope she's watching this.
Miranda, I'm sorry. I hope you are doing better. I hope people are nice to you. You were really nice to me. Anyways, that is another one of my birthday stories of when I was an absolute brat.
What? Sorry, not you. My sister just texted me to snap her back, and I thought I did. Guess not, though. Here.
Oh, also,
Okay.
we have like a amusement park near we live.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have to go to a party there?
My sister had parties there. See, those are only, like, a possibility for summer babies. As an early spring, late winter baby, I never got to have my birthday there. I remember I told my mom I wanted to have it there multiple times. She's like, Sophia,
They're
your birthday's
closed.
in March. I'm like, oh yeah, whoops.
I remember I had a birthday party there once, but it was a train wreck because I had, like, there was an odd number of people. Don't ever go to an amusement park with an odd number of people because somebody always has to sit by themselves. It was just a train wreck because one of my friends would, like, always want to sit by me, but, like, another one of my friends didn't know anyone else, and so I was like, I should probably sit with her, but it was a thing. I would not recommend. I also don't like amusement parks, and I know that now, which would have been helpful, but...
Yeah, you didn't like going to Disney World, which is like...
What?
You told me... You're like, Disney World's kind of overrated.
Yeah, I would say that now. But when I did go, it was fun.
I would gladly go to Disney World right now. Best place in the world.
I don't know about that.
It's a fact. Anywho.
I just don't like rides, but carry on.
You're odd. I had one birthday party at an Iowa State gymnastics tournament. Like, Iowa State University. Because they're like, Ames, which is where Iowa State is like 40 minutes from us, so it's not, like, horrible. And they have cones there, which are these huge ice cream cones that are, like, this tall, and they're dyed pink and yellow. I think it's supposed to be red and yellow, but they don't use enough food dye. But, like, the whole ice cream cone is just vanilla, so it's kind of trippy because you're eating it and you feel like it should be flavored differently. It's not. It's just vanilla has food coloring in it.
Okay, whatever.
It's awesome, though, because they're huge. So, and usually we'd split one. I think because it was my birthday, I got to eat a whole one. I was in, like, 3rd grade at this time. And I did tumbling, so I was really into gymnastics. So I'd been to other Iowa State gymnastics tournaments. My dad took me to them. And the Iowa University and University of Iowa and Iowa State University. Why did they decide where the university goes?
I don't.
I don't like it. Anyways, Iowa and Iowa State's, like, dual gymnastics tournament was always on my birthday as a kid.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
It is, but I never went to it. We were going to one year, but then I threw up. This was a different year than the year we actually went to one, but that was, like, a week after my birthday, the one we went to, so it wasn't... this was 4th... No, this was 3rd grade. 3rd grade was the year I threw up, I think, so... Maybe the other year was 4th grade. But anyways, just my family were gonna go to the duel, and then I started getting sick, and then that night I threw up, like, 3 times, which is great, because my birthday party was supposed to be the next day.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that got canceled. I think it got postponed, but I don't remember what we, like, actually ended up doing. I kind of feel like
being sick on your birthday would be kind of a vibe, though.
Why?
I don't know. I know I sound crazy for saying that, but, like, I don't know. What better way to get people to, like, wait on you and stuff?
I mean, you got a point. I remember we had, like, family friends over and stuff, too, though, so I had to just, like, sit in my room because they didn't want me getting them sick.
You can sing happy birthday through the door.
Oh. Yeah, not the vibe some might think.
Sorry.
It's okay, though.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, those are most of the, like, memorable stories I have. I did have a birthday party where I forced everybody to go, like, horse riding with me.
What do you mean forced?
Well, not forced, but, like, I was doing lessons at this one place, and I was in 5th grade, so I was turning 11? Yeah. No, wait, no, I was in 4th grade, I was turning 10. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I was wrong. And I made everybody go out with me to the, like, lesson place that I did lessons at, and I had them all, like, get on the horse. I don't know, that's all. I'm sure half of them were, like, allergic, though. Which is kind of, like, or, like, allergic to hay and stuff, and that's not great.
Interesting.
I think they had fun, though. Most of them. We all looked pretty happy in the pictures.
In the pictures they were posing for, smiling?
I don't know. Some of them were candid photos, okay?
Interesting.
But I'm pretty sure it was like, guys, do you want to watch me, like, tack up this horse? Like, I know how to do it.
That was the party?
That wasn't the whole party. Like, they got on, but, like... Yeah.
You were such a nice, considerate child, Kirsten.
I feel like I am now, but
yeah,
I'm not
now
a child.
You're a nice, considerate adult.
That's crazy.
That's soon gonna have a face tat.
Yeah. Do you have a, like, best birthday party that you've ever been to, though? Like, it doesn't have to be yours, but...
I remember one of my friends, and she was, like... This was elementary school, and it was kind of, like, just a fact. She had her parents were fairly wealthy. No, like, her backyard had a pool with a fountain in it.
Okay, but I feel like this is why you have to be friends with wealthy people, because then you can do stuff.
And she had a trampoline. Her backyard was huge, I remember, and, like, her house... It probably wasn't that big, but at the time I remember thinking, like, this is a mansion.
Oh, yes.
It was probably just, like, slightly bigger than a normal house. But she had this party that was, like, in a store at the mall, and we all got to pick out fancy dresses, and, like, people did our makeup.
Actually, that does sound kind of fun.
And then there was a runway at the end, and we, like, walked down the runway, and all the parents were there, and, like, cheering us on and taking photos, and, like, music was playing.
How old were you?
Like, 3rd or 4th grade, probably. It was elementary school, I know.
Fun.
It was so fun. 3rd grade, I remember.
You probably loved it.
Oh, I did.
You love stuff like that.
I did. Most of the girls were, like, kind of, like, embarrassed, like, when their photos were getting taken. I'm like, no, take a picture of me.
I probably wouldn't
I'm in a pretty
dress. I was in my, like, I'm a tomboy era.
Yeah.
At that stage in my life. No, that is fun. I don't remember. I remember there was one party that I went to at Adventureland that actually was fun, which is why I copied that girl and did my party at Adventureland the next year. But she had, like, an even number of people, and we all were included, which helps a lot. I'm fine. I found out.
My sister had one at Sky Zone.
That's... Actually, I don't like trampoline parks that much, so I feel like...
What do you like? What appeases you?
I don't know. Cake.
Well, then this must be your best birthday right here.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
You got to eat the cake that you bought and brought over.
Yeah.
I was looking last night, and I found in my journal, my diary from junior high, I found an entry about my birthday. And by the way, we 100% have to do an episode where we read entries from my middle school diaries.
I did have some diaries.
I had 4 in middle school.
Yeah, some from elementary.
I was skimming through them to find the right entry for this, and oh my gosh, there's some stuff in here. But here's this one. The first entry we're looking at is March 2nd, and I'm talking about how my birthday's coming up. And this would be my 14th birthday. Before my birthday each year, the same feelings always arise.
This is so dramatic already.
Oh, the whole diary is dramatic. Bittersweetness mixed with melancholy.
Why were you so sad?
Okay, I get the feeling I was trying to describe. Like, you know when it's your birthday?
Wait, no, actually, I do too.
And it's just like, oh my gosh, like another year of my life went by. And it's like, it's a weird feeling. I was trying to describe that. But also it's in middle school. So every feeling you have is like... So, bittersweetness mixed with melancholy. I also like that I wrote this all in red pen for some reason. It's just another reminder of the passage of time, you know?
Yeah.
That's not ideal for someone who's afraid of time passing. That's not to say that my birthday isn't also exciting. It is. However, like any gift-giving holiday, it also aggravates my decidophobia. I definitely made that word up.
No, but I can relate to it.
I suck at making decisions,
Me
and I don't
too.
enjoy making
This
decisions.
is why it
I'm like,
took us
just
this
tell me
long.
what to do.
This is why it took us this long to do this, I think, is because
Yeah, to actually make a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or launch our podcast. I hate people asking me present ideas, because I don't want to tell them something I might not use and cause them to waste their time on it.
That's valid.
I need to make a running list of things I want for future reference. Never did that. My sister has one. It's actually a good idea, but then, like, every gift-giving holiday, she just, like, looks at this list. I am starting to get pretty excited, though. I think I want to invite Claire to my birthday. I did invite Claire to my birthday that year.
Shout out to Claire.
Uh-huh. And then the next issue is my birthday, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about, because, so, like, especially in middle school, I feel like it, like, wasn't cool to celebrate your birthday and, like, get excited that it was your birthday.
I was so, I think it was probably around middle school, maybe 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade, and I heard, like, it's one of my friend's birthday, and, like, they weren't really doing anything special, which, like, if you're not into that, that's fine. But I remember being like, wait, like, I'm at the age where we're not supposed to celebrate. And I was crushed, because I was so excited to plan my birthday. I feel like that's a lot of the fun when your birthday comes
planning
around.
a birthday party.
Like, you get to basically plan a day doing whatever you want to do. And I just was crushed. I was like, I can't do that anymore, because, like, I saw my friends weren't really doing that, or, like, making a big deal of their birthday and having, like, parties and stuff. And
which is so stupid. Like, have a party.
of course, like,
celebrate yourself.
of course, to, like, younger me, I was like, well, if they're not doing it, I can't either, so I can't have a party. And I was just so sad.
I had a party, but it was just, like, 2 of my friends came over, because this was also, like,
oh, would this have been COVID?
yeah, this was 2021, so, like, we weren't really doing a lot of stuff yet.
Oh yeah, that does make it hard.
Okay. But I talk about going to school on my birthday, and it's, like, not cool to celebrate your birthday, but, and we'll talk about this more in a future episode, but in middle school, I pretty much had the same people in every class. She didn't, but my class specifically, we had, like, the same schedule all day. And some reason they made, like, a really big deal about my birthday, and
Because
no one else's.
you make a big deal out of your birthday.
I didn't, though. I just told my
Really?
friend about it, because in junior high I was, like, really socially awkward and, like, wouldn't talk to anyone.
Was? Sorry?
Okay. By socially awkward, I mean, like, I just didn't speak, except to, like, my 2 friends in
me
junior
too.
high.
I did that.
So they wouldn't have known it was my birthday, but I told my friend, and she proceeded to tell the entire class, including this girl who's, I think I listed it in here. Her birthday was Monday, and this was a Thursday. So her birthday was, like, under a week after mine. I don't want to do math. But, and she was, like, the kind of person that really liked attention, too. So she 100% wanted us to, like, celebrate her birthday. So then, you know, to get us to do that, she kind of led the charge of hyping up my birthday. We weren't even, like, friends, really. Like, I didn't dislike her. We weren't, like, good friends.
Yeah.
This didn't work. Like, I don't think anyone acknowledged her birthday, but
Crazy, actually.
they did acknowledge mine. So
I gotta give it to her for, like, trying to, like, strategize a little bit, but even though it didn't work.
yeah, so her and my friend were just really championing for my birthday. So it says, this is, like, the middle of the entry, but then I went to school. I turned 14 in the band hallway next to Claire. Oh yeah, because my birthday, is, fun fact, is at 7:18 a.m., so I must have already been at school then.
Ew.
Was serenaded by a boy with a poor rendition of Happy Birthday on the
Wait,
French
really?
horn.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, he, like, memorized Happy Birthday, which, I mean, isn't that hard to do. It's not that many notes, but, and, like, played it for me.
Wow.
Yeah. It was kind of awkward, though, because I was, like, talking to my friends, and then he just, like, silently walked over and started playing it.
That's so funny.
And, like, we didn't notice at first. Well, I did, so, like, I turned around, but my friends were, like, still talking and ignoring him.
It's giving, like, Disney Channel energy.
This whole day was so Disney Channel energy.
Man.
We're in Blue Pen now, by the way.
Yeah, because, like, the existential crisis...
Is over.
Yeah.
Got a birthday fist bump from another guy in my class.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like a player.
And Ashley, that was my friend that told everyone it was my birthday, convinced our entire ELA class to sing to me. In other words, it was about how I was expecting it to go.
That's what you expected? I mean, knowing that class, kind of, I guess.
Well, I remember walking to English and Ashley going, hey, so if everyone sings to you when you walk in, would that be embarrassing? I'm like, is that what's gonna happen? She's like, yeah. Like, perfect. I don't know why our class demands on making such a big deal about my birthday. I loved it and was pretending not to.
I would have too.
But they do. They wanted to sing last year too, but the teacher wouldn't let them. That's lame.
It says, but forgot.
Yeah, I remember though, the teacher wouldn't let them, and then
okay.
they, like, forgot about it the next period.
I was gonna say.
I was like, adding context.
I'm sorry, we can't have lies on this podcast.
Sorry. And then I listed the other girl's name whose birthday's later in the week. Her birthday is Monday, and I guarantee they won't make a big deal about it.
Oh my gosh,
I was right.
Makes kind of more sense, actually.
Yeah, it does. Whatever. I can't say I don't like it. It makes me feel special. Even being on my period and a math quiz, and having a math quiz that I had to take on my Chromebook, I prefer taking them on paper. Couldn't put a damper on today.
Wow.
Yeah. So, that was me turning 14.
Obviously, not much has changed.
Yeah, I still get serenaded all the time. And,
yeah, on the French horn.
yeah! I clarified in my diary, a poor rendition, this poor
it
kid.
Couldn't be good. At least he tried. That was
he did.
Really
it was
sweet
really
of him,
sweet.
actually.
It was. Yeah.
Did we miss some signs back in the day?
Oh, I was so oblivious then. The kid that gave me a fist bump was also a little, not platonic, but I was entirely oblivious.
Didn't you like him, but you were, like, kind of embarrassed because...
That's another episode.
Another, like, girlhood event, I feel like.
Yes.
Having
a crush that you can't tell any of your friends about because you know they'll make fun of you.
Yeah. No, yeah, I feel like, if it's your birthday, like, do the birthday things. Like, throw yourself a party. Decorate, okay? I feel like it's so fun. Just decorate. Decorate your house or whatever.
Buy the balloon.
Alright, do all the birthday stuff.
Yes, like celebrate your birthday, people.
Yeah, do the birthday makeup.
It's an
get the birthday sash
for people to celebrate.
Wear a freaking tiara. Get like a fancy. Wear a prom dress if you want to. If you want to feel like pretty and like a princess, do it.
Yes.
You only get so many birthdays in your life. Like, I mean, like not
this
every
could
birthday
be your
you have,
last.
Real, I could. Anyway, I was gonna say like. I was gonna say, like, not everybody's as lucky to have as many birthdays as you, but, like, you kind of said that in, like, a...
darker way?
Yeah. If I'm not here next year, it's because of her.
This also reminded me of another story from junior high. My friend and Ashley and I would get bored in class.
Yeah.
And we had this other friend, Annabelle, who was, like, very quiet, super nice, super sweet to everyone. Everyone liked her, but she was very quiet. So, she mainly just talked to the two of us. And we'd tell this really loud guy in our class that was, like, kind of like the class clown. Just, like, whenever we got bored, we're like, hey, it's Annabelle's birthday today. And he's like, really? We're like, yeah, like, she doesn't want to tell anyone,
That's so funny.
But, because, she's quiet, she doesn't want to make a big deal about it, but it is her birthday today. And then he'd carry on to tell everyone else in our class.
How many times did this happen?
Like, every other week.
And he believed it every time?
Yeah. And I remember, we were reminiscing in this, I think in English class sophomore year. Ashley mentioned it. And one of the other girls in our class that was also in our middle school class, like, yeah, at some point you think we would have caught on that it was Annabelle's birthday all the time, but we never did. Because then he'd be telling everyone that it's Annabelle's birthday, and she's like, no, it's not. And, like, see, she doesn't want to make a big deal about it. Like, she doesn't want us all to celebrate, but, like, we know, we're her best friends, it's her birthday. And everyone would believe us for some reason. Did she ever,
like, get mad at you and be like, guys, like, actually stop?
Yeah. I never claimed to be a good friend.
Just a friend.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably better than elementary me.
That's a low bar.
I was, like, not a good person, but we're better now.
Oh, okay, so you're the older child.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that.
Did your younger siblings ever get jealous when it was your birthday?
Honestly, I don't think so. My little brother kind of, but his birthday is the 12th, so it's 8 days after mine. And so, like, with family, we always celebrate our birthdays together. So he didn't really have to for that.
Oh, I remember... my grandma would always get me a present on my sister's birthday to, like, appease me.
Oh.
And get me to, like, be nice. She's like, okay, the rest of the day's for Isabel. So I was such a brat as a child.
I remember being jealous of my sister, which is kind of sad because she's younger than I am, and I'm supposed to be, like, the cool older sister, but I was not. I remember I was, yeah.
I also spent most of my sister's, like, birthday parties with friends sitting outside her door crying because they'd lock me out because they didn't want to hang out with me. Which is valid. I was 5 years younger than them. Like, I was a 5-year-old and they were 10.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that at the time, though, so I'd sit crying and screaming outside of her door for most of them. Till my parents would, like, drag me away. Oh, yeah, not at all. I was such a good sister. Still am.
Yeah, I remember... Yeah, I always liked, growing up, I kind of liked when my sister had friends over because I thought I was cool, like, to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, oh, I'm older now.
Except I was 5 years younger, so I wasn't. I 100% wasn't
but
cool.
I would just, like, kind of, like, always be, like, walking past where they were so that they could, like, see me and be like, yeah, I live here. Like, I'm older than you. I live here. I do cool stuff.
So you wanted to be the cool older sister, but you weren't.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I would watch, like, shows that I thought were cool on the TV. Like, I can't think of one now, but it's hard because I grew up on PBS Kids, and that, like, wasn't really cool older sister
stuff. Yeah, it was like, how cool can
it's
that
probably,
get?
like, Disney Channel type things.
Yeah.
Or, like, YouTube or something. Or just, like, I don't know. I remember one time I, like, got my hair all wet in the sink because I wanted people to think that I took showers. Because, like, that, like, to me, I was taking baths at the time. I was in, like, 1st grade. And I was like, well, older people, like, cool older people take showers. And so I got my hair wet so people would think that I just, like, got out of the shower. Which doesn't make any sense at all.
No, like, you can also get your hair wet taking a bath.
I didn't think that far ahead. But I was like, yeah, they're going to be like, wow, she just took a shower. Like,
I love that was your idea of, like, mature.
I had a list of things until I became a big kid. I had a list of things I had to do. I had to be able to do a cartwheel, I had to learn how to swim, and I had to learn how to ride a bike. And I learned all of them, so I
learned all of those things by the time I was, like, 7.
I made this list when I was 5, which means 7 was a big kid.
Okay.
Also, I couldn't do a cartwheel until I was 10, so.
Checks out. Actually, I still suck at swimming.
I'm actually pretty good at swimming. My mom had me in swim lessons from when I was, like, really young.
No, like, in PE, when we swim in PE, I'm always kind of, like, frantically treading water. Like, I can swim, I'm just not a strong swimmer at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always on the verge of drowning.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
It's not!
Yeah.
One of the many reasons swimming in PE is not a vibe.
Yeah.
Speaking of PE, for my birthday this year, my PE class sang happy birthday to me because our PE coach was like, hey guys, you know, like, it's someone's birthday today. But they started singing before our coach could tell them whose birthday it was. So they got to the line, you know, like, happy birthday, dear. And it's just silent, except for, like, me and one other person who knows it's my birthday. And it was kind of awesome, honestly.
I saw a video of these people who, they are like, oh, we have a birthday tradition where we sing happy birthday, but we only sing the birthday part.
What?
So they go, like, where you'd say happy, they just wait and they go, birthday, and then they wait, like, 10 seconds to go, birthday. Should we move on to recommendations?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go first or should I? It is my birthday.
I forgot to come up with one, so you go first.
Okay. Usually I forget.
I
but
know.
Today I'm on a roll. It's because I'm 18 now.
Yeah.
And I'm in control of everything.
I'm also 18, but it's not as new and fresh for me, so.
No.
It's kind of worn
She doesn't have that new, like, clarity of adulthood that I definitely have.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we've established I'm an adult, my recommendation is...
Did you hear she's an adult?
Yeah, I'm an adult now.
Has it been mentioned?
My recommendation for you guys
Sorry,
is the Disney original movie, Camp Rock. Okay, both of them. There's 2 of them. I love this movie. I would have to say I think it's my favorite movie. It's not really a good movie, but it's fun. I think it has good music. It's like your typical Disney original movie. But it's just, I don't know, it's a fun movie to have on. I like the music that it has. It's like a musical kind of, like in the weird way that Disney movies are. Yeah, it has the Jonas Brothers in it. If you haven't seen it, that's cool. It kind of brings you back to like the 2000s, which is kind of fun. You know, like the skinny jeans, lots of like weirdly long shirts, layers, stuff like that.
Have you seen that thing? I saw a thing on Instagram that's like, fun new game. What season is it? And it's photos from Disney shows, because they'll have like...
They have like 5 scarves on.
And like a tank top and a vest and then like shorts.
Right, yeah.
Like the layering was so
movie.
Bizarre.
I like to watch it and like kind of make fun of it a little because there's a lot of plot holes. It's a cheesy movie. Weird outfits. A lot of I said the music was good. Some of it isn't, which is funny. Basically, well, anyways, the plot of this movie kind of, as it just is, it's this girl, Mitchie is her name for some reason.
Just a horrible name. Like, what is that even short for?
Mitchell. But that's not a girl's name. Anyways.
That's not a name.
Plot hole number 1. But, she wants to go to this Camp Rock because she's going to be a movie star, okay? Not a movie star, but she's going to be like a pop star. A pop star, rock star. She loves to sing. She writes her own music. She plays the piano. I think there's like a scene where she like plays the piano. Anyways, so she really wants to go to this camp, but her parents are like, "Well, we can't afford it. Sorry." And she's just like so sad. But her mom has this catering business. Surprise, surprise. She is catering for the camp, and Mitchie now gets to go. She gets there. Remember how I said she wanted to be a pop star? She doesn't want to sing.
Yeah, she has stage fright and apparently never considered that she would have to sing at the camp.
Yeah, she in front of people. She loves to sing by herself. Also at this camp is this actual pop star, Shane Gray, also known as Joe Jonas, part of a band with the other Jonas Brothers.
Connect 3.
Yeah, that's their Connect 3. Well, they met at this camp, and Shane Gray, he's going off the rails, okay? I think at one point in the movie it says, at a rehearsal, he stormed off the stage. The other members of Connect 3 have had enough. I like how that was the worst he could have done.
He
like
stormed
that was
off.
He's going crazy.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're sending you back to this camp, and you need to like get back to your roots and be like normal again.
Because it isn't their uncle that runs the camp?
Yeah, who's like also Australian.
Yeah, for no reason. It's never explained,
Obviously,
but he's Australian.
We've kind of dived into this movie a lot.
We're big fans.
Mitchie also finds out, like, shoot, like, nobody's gonna want to talk to me if they know I'm not rich. So she pretends to be rich. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's, like, most kind of the whole gist of the movie.
Yeah, that's the premise.
Yeah, but it's a fun movie. You don't have to pay that much attention to understand it.
Also, Shane Gray, like, hides behind a bush and listens to her sing and falls in love with her.
Yeah, stuff like that happens. Very Disney.
Mm-hmm. Not weird at all. Not creepy. Just love.
I really like, I also, even the second movie, I like the first one more, but the second movie's fun. I really like the music in the second movie.
Yes,
it has Introducing Me by Nick Jonas. Love that song.
We sang that song in our newspaper class one day.
Yeah, until people told us to stop.
Yeah, our advisor came up to us, he's like, okay, I know you're doing this to annoy us, but it's really working, so please stop. And we knew every line. We were quite proud of ourselves.
Yeah, anyways, great song. Not annoying at all.
Yeah, I don't know why they were complaining. Stunning movie. Okay, yeah. I got my recommendation up. It's kind of based on yours, because it also includes the Jonas Brothers. It's on Netflix. The Jonas Brothers Family Roast. There was, like, a trend for a while where famous people were having roasts, and it was really
I think we should bring it
popular. Uh-huh. We should be on it. One.
I don't want to get roasted. I just want to roast other people.
Well, you get to roast other people if it's like a multiple person one.
Ah.
Like, they roast each other at the end.
When we're famous, we'll have a roast, and you guys can roast us.
But they have, like, all of their wives roast them, which is kind of funny, because this is before Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas are divorced, so it's like, girls been waiting for this moment. They get made fun of for having purity rings a lot.
They had purity rings?
Yes! Like, rings that you wear to say you're not gonna have sex.
I feel like they definitely did, though.
Oh, they did. They got taken off well before they were married.
I was gonna say, I was like,
but yeah, they walked around with purity rings as teenagers, like, as pop stars.
Love that for them.
Yeah, it's really stunning. Camp Rock gets brought up a lot.
Also, I'm pretty sure I don't know if this is actually true, but I did read somewhere that, like, all the actors were, like, high on drugs when they filmed this movie.
Honestly, it'd make a lot of sense.
I just think that's also really funny, but another reason this is a great movie.
No, Sophie Turner, once again, mentions in her roast, she's like, I said I'd never date another actor, and then I saw Camp Rock 2, and I knew it was safe to date Joe. Kenan Thompson's the host. He's pretty sick. He's from SNL.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a good time. Would recommend. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Jonas Brothers. Hit us up. You can be on our podcast.
Yeah, sponsor us. Give us money.
Joe's been on podcasts lately promoting, like, his new album, so...
Really?
Yeah, why not ours?
Hey, Joe Jonas. I'm sure he'll take advantage of that.
Yeah, totally. I'm sure we have our contact info listed somewhere, so just hit us up.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's pretty much it for this episode. Like it, subscribe to...
our channel?
What's our podcast name?
We'd Listen to This.
Subscribe to We'd Listen to This. This is why she does the intro, guys. Turn on notifications, share with your friends, do all the things, or whatever.
We actually aren't really sure what you can do on here, but...
Yeah, I don't watch podcasts that much. I probably shouldn't say that. It's kind of like...
I do a little bit, but I've never, like
interacted.
Subscribe. You can comment on them, I'm pretty sure.
Do that. Comment. Joe Jonas, comment.
Wish me happy birthday, guys.
Suggest what she should get tattooed. Other than our podcast name.
So, right across my face.
I'll be able to remember it when it's on your face. Okay.
Yeah. So excited, anyways.
See ya, guys.
Yeah, bye.